This will provide an example of a scalability play. The leader is Samsung phone and Apple will be the follower. Samsung makes its first move and it is countered by Apple. Samsung makes its second move and it is countered by Apple. But if you notice, Apple did not prevent Samsung from lining up their pieces, and that will lead to Samsung to line up their pieces and win this round. This is the illustration of scalability play to see what happened on the field. Samsung, the leader, makes its move. Apple, the follower, makes its move. Samsung makes its next move. And you notice that Apple does not move because Apple's move did not produce any tangible results. So Samsung makes its next move and Apple still not producing anything tangible. Samsung reached scalability and Apple is still behind. This is an illustration of scalability play with business crafts tracking cash and profit level. Samsung makes its move. Profit is negative, cash level is negative. Apple counterattack. Profit is negative, cash is negative. Samsung move next. Profit is improving, cash level is improving. Apple respond, but as you notice, because of the poor response, Apple does not improve in profit, does not improve in cash level. And that gets Samsung to break even level, reaching scalability, with cash also break even level, and Apple has not reached scalability and is still negative for profit, negative for cash. This is when scalability is achieved by both sides. Samsung makes the first move, Apple responds. Samsung plays next, Apple responds correctly by preventing Samsung to line up all the pieces. Now, Samsung also have to be careful in its next move. It does play its piece at the right place to prevent Apple from lining up its pieces. And now Apple have to make the next move. It also has to be careful to prevent Samsung from lining up its pieces. It does correctly place its piece the right place. So all the pieces are on the boards and scalability is achieved by both sides because none of them has lost so far. This is an illustration of scalability achieved by both sides on the field. Samsung goes first. Apple responds. Samsung goes next. Apple responds. Samsung proceed forward. Apple responds. As you observe, both sides made it to scalability nearby the river. Means that every move they made actually was the proper move and corner move. This is an illustration of scalability achieved or economy of scale on both sides. So Samsung engaged and Apple responds. And you can see on both sides, profit is negative, cash is negative. And then Samsung engages again, profit is improving, cash is improving. Apple responds with the appropriate response, and that improved profit and cash. Samsung again engages, and profit reaches break even, and cash level reaches par. Apple responds with the same level of achievement, break even, profit, and cash is par. Both sides have reached economies of scale. This is an illustration for the battle for sustainability. Samsung goes first. Apple responds. Samsung goes next. Apple responds appropriately. Samsung again goes. Apple responds appropriately. At this point, both sides have reached scalability because all the pieces are on the board and nobody has lost. So they're now getting ready for sustainability battle. This is where some mistake can be made. Samsung makes its move. There seems to be a problem because this will give the chance to Apple to corner Samsung and win the battle. This is it. Apple has cornered Samsung. Samsung have no choice but to move the piece that has the letter C. As a result, Apple's moves in for the kill. It wins the sustainability battle. This is an illustration of the battle for sustainability on the field, the battlefield. Samsung goes first. Apple responds. Samsung goes next. Apple responds. Samsung have just reached scalability. Apple responds and reaches scalability. Now they are both prepared to invade each other's territory, and that will be sustainability. And that will mean searching for profit and market share. As we see here, the move made by Samsung wasn't a good one, so they're backing up. Apple's move was good, so it allows Apple to cross the river in pursuit of Samsung. Samsung's move are still no good, and that gives the advantage to Apple. Samsung and Apple wins the sustainability battle. This is an illustration of the sustainability battle with business graphs to depict profit and cash level. Samsung goes first. Apple respond. At this point, both profit are negative, cash level are negative. Samsung goes next. And Apple responds. Both are experiencing improvement in profitability and cash level. Samsung plays. Apple responds. Both companies reaches scalability at the break even. Profit equals zero and cash is at par. So far, both are doing well, reaching economies of scale. Then the next move of Samsung turned out to be a bad one. They're now losing again in profit, and cash is getting negative again. Apple counterattack, the profit level is increasing positive, the cash level is going up positive. Samsung move again is not good. Profit is getting worse. Cash is not getting better. Last move wins the battle with cash increasing and profit increasing. Apple have just won the sustainability